Get to my channel so that way I can see the chat. I need to mute my computer. There we go. Cool. Cool. And we're live. Very cool, very nice. And we're back for another night in the 2025 live stream marathon of days. Today being November 21st of 2025. The challenge has been to go live every day on YouTube for at least half an hour for every day for the rest of the year, and we are continuing that streak tonight. I am not going to let myself fall on this one. I have fallen on too many commitments to myself. This will not be one of them. But yeah, we're here. We're having a grand old time. Gomez, what's up, buddy? How we doing? Miss Tiara, what's up? How are we? Thank you both for being here so early. I appreciate it. I'm doing good. How are you two doing? Got home from work. Left a little early because I got PTO to use. So got home, just kind of like hung out with the dogs for a little bit, and then just was just kind of like hanging around the house. And now we're here. Miss Tiara, you're good. You've been waiting. Nice. Himanshu, namaste, sir, to you as well. Thank you for being here. Gomez, you're getting home from work and you got a date, dude. That's awesome. Where are you going? Like, is this a first date, Gomez? What are we talking? Himanshu, you're Indian. Very cool. Finley, what's up? How are we doing? Mr. Hominoid, how we doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Jose, how are we doing? Finley, you're pretty good. Nice. Russell, what's poppin'? How we doing? Himanshu, where am I from? I'm from the U.S., sir. Quam, hello. How are we doing? Finley, can you tell a joke? As long as the joke is appropriate, sir. You gotta be careful, but you can tell it. Let's see. Kadeen's, hello. How are we? Jose, where am I? I'm at home, dude. That's about it. That's where I'm at. Melody, hello. Aya, hello. Thank you for coming back to the stream. I appreciate it. Unknown, I do not work in cybersecurity. I know the glasses give off that impression, but I do not. D's, everyone is good, but how are you? I'm doing pretty good too, man. I got home from work a little bit early because I had some PTO to use. So I got home, just kind of like hung around with the dogs that we have here. Just said hi to them, and then that was about it. Just kind of like hung out around the house. Was anticipating this live. I was getting ready for it because I was excited, and then I got work again tomorrow, and we'll just kind of go from there, man. And then we'll be back here again tomorrow night to do another live stream because I'm doing one for at least half an hour every day for the rest of the year. So if you're here and you end up liking this stream, I'd love to see you at the next one or any of the others I do throughout the rest of the year. But if you can't make it, I completely get it. People get busy. It happens. Typer, what's up? Hello. Muhammad, what's up, man? How we doing? Hominoid, yes, you pronounced it right. Person that can read. You're in Sydney, Australia. Very cool. Sydney, Australia. Nice. I actually have a friend that he's doing his college. I think it's his bachelor's or his master's. He's actually getting his bachelor's in Australia right now, and he's from the US too. So that's really cool that you're all the way from Sydney. Hold on. What happened to my... There we go. Max, I'm probably not the person to ask there, buddy. Arthur, hello. Let's see, Finley, what did the football coach say to the broke vending machine? I don't know, Finley. What did the football coach say? Himanshu, I look amazing. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Mohammed, what's up? How we doing? Lex, if you don't like my voice, you can just scroll away. Nothing's stopping you. Jose, do I like baseball? I mean, I'm okay with baseball. I'm not going to go out of my way to play baseball just because I played baseball for so many years. But every so often, it's fun to go out and play with friends, but I'm not going to sit down and watch a baseball game. To me, that is one of the most boring things ever. Like, I do not care to watch it. Gomez, you really have to try a mango and tell us tomorrow the experience. I don't know about that, Gomez. We'll see. I don't think there's any mangoes anywhere near me, so I don't know about that one. Arthur, you love my voice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sonali, love from India. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Love from America. Swim, thank you for the jewels. I appreciate it. Train, Boeing or Airbus. These are airplane manufacturers. Okay. Dubstep, what did I stumble into? Well, Dubstep, you kind of just stumbled into a random live stream. This here, it's typically answering tennis gear related questions, whether it be about tennis rackets, shoes, strings, or anything like that. But at some point, whether it's in the beginning or at the end, the tennis talk kind of subsides and we all just kind of like hang out, have fun, just talk about whatever. And we're kind of doing that in the beginning just because not too much tennis has been talked about yet, but we'll get to there at some point. I'm almost certain we will. Swim, thank you for the jewels again. Eduardo, all the way from Argentina. Awesome. Arthur, you love the glasses. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Train, calm down. Quit spamming. Aya, you were helping your cousin in an exam today and you've never had a headache like that before? That sounds about right, trying to help family members with anything school related. It can be a bit. It can be a bit. Any chance I'm a tennis myth buster? Depends on what you mean by myth buster. Let's see. Gomez, if you get a green mango, try it with salt, lemon, and a little bit of black pepper. Interesting combo there, Gomez. We'll see. Anthony, what's up? How we doing? Sonali, hello again. Jonathan, hello there. Welcome back. Martin, hello from Liverpool. Very cool, all the way from Liverpool. I don't know what that means. Hominoid, I think he's in Sydney. He's either in Sydney or he's in Melbourne for college. It's one of those two, I believe. Jonathan, no, Jonathan. You listen to a German guy for 10 minutes. The problem is that you don't speak German. Does this happen to other people as well? I'm sure it does, but that's a little crazy, dude. 10 minutes? And you couldn't understand it? That's crazy. Finley, give me my quarterback. That's a quality dad joke if I've ever heard one, Finley. Very nice. Sonali, I've never had Indian food, so I would not be able to tell you. Carl, knock knock. Who's there, Carl? Russell, you like the glasses? Thank you, I appreciate it. Finley's just dying laughing at his own joke. Very nice. RP, this guy's glasses are sick. Well, thanks, RP. I appreciate it. Let's see. Jay, depends on what you need help with, on if I can actually help or not. Keenza, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Jonathan, it's ceiling fan reveal for the second one. No, it's not, Jonathan. Not now. Anthony, have I listened to the music? Listen to well, we'll know if you haven't. Anthony, remind me again what the song was that I was supposed to listen to. L, what's up? How are we doing? Martin, where in the States am I from? You're in Liverpool, UK. I'm from Indiana, Martin. Probably a state you may not have even heard of or ever even thought of, but yes, the weird Indiana is where I'm from. Roblox, love you, man. You're the best. Well, thanks, Roblox. I appreciate that. Let's see. Russell, hello again. Freddie, Sheen shirt? Nah, dude. I've never bought anything off of Sheen. Castle, nice goggles. Well, thank you. Keenza, good to see you as well. Marie, verticals are hard, great for discovery, but it's not targeted. I mean, that's true, but we have fun with it anyway. Salvatore, hello, how are we doing? Freddie, your drop ceiling is dropping as I speak. I know, dude. It's just an old ceiling. That's about it, man. Marcos, hello. Anthony, you said hi again. Gomez, when do I think we will have the new arrows and V-cores? At some point next year. The V-core, I think, is probably going to be the hardest one to get just because Yonex has production issues with almost all of their rackets. So that's the one I'm most worried for. I think Babolat will have a pretty good, like, when they decide to launch the Pure Arrow, I'm pretty sure it'll be a pretty easy and pretty, like, good launch. From what I've heard, it should be close to, like, I think it might be around February or March if that's what I've seen. If what I've seen online is correct, so probably around there, and then hopefully the demos will be available earlier, so that way people can try it. But I'm not entirely sure. Yonex especially, I have no clue when it's going to show up because I think that's supposed to show up in terms of the very first part of the year, like almost January. But with how behind they are on production and stuff, I have no clue. I'd be very curious to see if they can actually get it in time. L, you're looking for a new racket though. Have been using the old one for 7 years. Technofiber Black Friday looks tempting. It is tempting, L. I will give you that. It can be very tempting, especially. But have you ever actually used a Technofiber racket, or have you demoed any of the new ones? Because if you haven't done that, it may not be the best thing to get one of those, even though it is on sale. Carvana, what's up? How we doing? Anthony, yo, I'd like to listen to the hit song, the song with 5 names, aka Soapbox Time, aka Checkmate, aka Neospade, aka You Can Never Know. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Sonali, try Indian food, dal chaval, and you tasted Indian food. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one day I'll try it, but I'm not sure. Keenza, hello, and hi to Kirby too. He's back there. He's there. He'll make an appearance at some point probably. Spence, what up? How we doing? Mr. Hominoid, you're a retired cabbie in Sydney. If my friend wants advice, what, where, how to get around in NSW Sydney, give my friend your name, you're on YouTube, and you do Australian history, travel, and media story report. Interesting. Very cool. I will look into it. Anthony, when are we going to get the ceiling update? What do you mean? What do you mean by ceiling update, Anthony? We need the other side of the room revealed. We really need that information. The other side of my room has no real like charm to it or anything. It's just a room. That's about it. But Anthony, if you do want a little bit more of a glimpse towards the other side of my room, then if you watch the most recent video I did, the Technofiber video, it says it's explaining the racket lines of Technofiber. That one has a little bit more of a view towards the other side of my room. That's also where you can see the first ceiling fan that Jonathan was very, very much trying to see for the longest time. So you can see a little bit more, but you still can't see the whole room. Spency, what's up, Mr. Homie? How we doing? Aya, don't try Sheen. It's really bad. Interesting. Okay. Cotton, what's up, buddy? Dejan, you can't with the glasses. You can't with the glasses. Well, dude, if you're gonna roast me, you gotta at least be able to spell, dude. Come on, man. You didn't even spell your insult right. L, you can't. Oh, that sucks. You can't demo because it's not available in your area. That's not good. Jorg, I'm sorry, I don't know what language that is. Sonali, try, please. You'll love Dal Cheval. Maybe one day, Sonali. We'll see. Cotton, good evening, Brody. What are my thoughts on the Pure Strike 100 16x19 Gen 4, the white one on big discount right now? I think the Pure Strike still holds up to how it used to be when it was a lot more popular back in like 2018 to 2020. The big thing with it was just that there's no real big like professional player that's really using the Pure Strikes now anymore. The really last big one they had was Dominic Thiem, and he won the Grand Slam with it, but then since then it's just kind of like faltered and moved away from the spotlight. So with it, it can do what it does well, and I think it's still a viable option for people. It is going to be a little bit stiffer for a control racket, and that's where some people may not like it, but I think it still does fine. Pure Strike, I personally just seem like it's fine. I've never felt anything was like extremely helpful with it. It just does everything pretty good. So I can't really say too much. It's just there. I've never had a terrible experience with it. I've never had a great experience with it unless I was like stringing it, and then for me it kind of sucks to string. Pure Strikes are probably my least favorite racket to string in general, but it's only because of the grommets. That's it. Other than that, everything else pretty good. But Cotton, if you do get the chance, definitely demo it, because like you said, it's on a pretty good sale right now. I personally like that gray and red color they came out with more than the white and red. That's just me. But if you have the chance to try the Pure Strike, definitely try it and see if you can get it on that Black Friday sale, because might as well, if you like it. Bird, who's he talking to? I'm talking to everyone in chat, man. That's about it. Mr. Hominick, you subscribed? Thank you. I appreciate that. Sonali, okay, bye, dear. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too, Sonali. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Anthony, the ceiling fan. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Jonathan was really going for it. Mia, I am not. Lemur, you subscribed again. Well, thank you, Lemur. I appreciate it. Anthony, welcome back, I guess. Just Shadow, hello. How are we doing? Hold on, I gotta like type that one. Anthony, I have to type that song suggestion. I feel like that'd take way too long for me to write. The moral implications of a universe featuring one slur. Will Anthony, you really like this Will Wood and the Tapeworm guy. Keith, what's up? How we doing? Just Shadow, you seem like a good person. Have a good day. Well, I hope you have a great day too. I hope you have a great day too, Shadow. Just Shadow, thank you for the jewels. I do appreciate it. It means a lot. It really does. Freddy Fazbear. Play Five Nights at Freddy's. I can't really play anything right now, dude, just because I do not have anything to play Five Nights at Freddy's on that I could put into the video or anything. But I will say I am excited for the second movie that's going to come out soon. I liked the first one, and I like the Five Nights at Freddy's games as a series overall. I haven't played all of them, but I do like them. But yeah, I cannot wait for the second movie. I thought the first one was fun, and I had a good time with it. Nope, it's been not so long since you were being here. You kept coming late, but you woke up early just to watch the live. Well, thank you, Noop. I appreciate it. I appreciate you getting up early, being here, talking with us, having fun. Now, my guy, if you're waking up early, you don't need to be waking up early for this, dude. I appreciate you doing it, but I'd rather you get some sleep and actually like get as much sleep as you possibly can, and then if you pop in a little bit later, that's okay, because you at least still made it. But it's like, don't like sacrifice your sleep to be here, man. That's not necessarily good for your health, and I don't want you to like be deteriorating on me. Hi, Nehu. How are you? Privilege, I am not. Don't know what that means. Anthony, you should put the stream on the TV. Dude, the TV's not even plugged in. It's just there from the last people that moved out. Like, I do not touch that TV at all. It is just essentially a wall ornament at this point. Keenza, how was my day today? Did I do something interesting? Not really. My big thing was like I went to work. That was like my big adventure for the day. And then I came home, hung out with the dogs for a bit, and then just got ready. Was prepping and getting ready to come here. That's about it. Now we're here. We're having fun. We're having a grand old time. But yeah, that's been pretty much my day. Johnny, sounds a little boring. Yeah, sometimes it can be, but hey, it happens. LT, hello, how are we doing? L, any racket that can't go wrong without demoing? Just depends. It just depends on like what you want the racket to help you with, L. Especially if you know like what racket you've been using. You said you were using the one. I think it was you that said you were using the one for the past 7 years, and you kind of want an idea of something to go to. There there's an idea that can help, but I would kind of need some specifics of what you're wanting the racket to help you with and what racket you're already using to give you a recommendation without you being able to demo it. Because the demo is the most important part, actually seeing if you like it. But if you can't do that, then if I can know more information, that'll probably give me the best chance of actually recommending something without you demoing it, to try and like cover all the bases. Arup, what's up? Welcome back. Hello. Which racket in its current version plays like the Liquid Metal Radical MP 18x20? Let me make sure I get the specs right on that. I know it's an 18x20. I just want to make sure I get the head size and the weight right. Radical 18x20. I think it's this one. 1820 radicals. Either specs match. Okay. Arup, one racket you may want to look into, just because it's still a Radical. They do make the Radical Pro in an 18x20, so it might be a little bit heavier than your Liquid Metal Radical MP, but the Radical Pro 18x20, it's probably going to be the most similar to what you're using, just because it is the same string pattern and still a Radical, so that way you can get kind of that same Radical feel. It's going to be different just because it's the updated and upgraded technology and anything, but that's probably going to be the closest, would be my guess. Now, granted, I never played with the Liquid Metal Radical, but I would probably look around there just to start. And then after that, if you've tried that and you're like, this doesn't work, then I think we can have a little bit more of the conversation, be like, okay, this is what you want. You try the Radical Pro with the 18x20. You didn't like these things about it. All right, let's find a racket that's going to help you more so with what you do want out of the racket. That's what I would probably say to do, my man. Johnny, please don't play anything. Wait, there's a second movie? What are you talking about? Yes, there is a second movie coming out soon, Johnny. Plays. I cannot play any music. I'm not trying to get a copyright strike here on this channel. I'd like to keep this channel. Johnny, it's early in the morning, like 3:50 in the morning for me. Can the German please get a little bit of attention over here? Johnny, if it's 3:50 in the morning over there in Germany for you, why in the world are you still awake, dude? Like, what's going on? I mean, I appreciate you being here, but it's like, that's kind of insane, dude. What's up? Aya, you fixing their sleep routine? Nice. I guess, Aya. Naika? Yo, what's up? What's good, bro? How we doing? Johnny, never mind. I realize how bad that sounds. What do you mean? I don't think no one's making you do anything, Johnny. Anthony, you want me to turn the TV on now? Dude, it's not plugged in. It won't turn on. That's the thing. Plays, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to play any song on my computer because I'm not trying to get a copyright strike. Do not need that. I would like to keep my channel. Thank you very much. Nope, you already got 10 hours of sleep, and our time zones are also different. Minus 12 hours in front of yours, by the way, so no worries. All right, it's 8 in the morning for you. All right, Noop. We'll see. We'll see about that. I'll take your word for now. Anthony's, hello. What is that book? You see a book? Are you talking about this? Are you talking about this thing, Anthony? Because if you are, it's just like a small little journal or journal of things. My dad got it for me. It because people at his work brought it in for him, and they just kind of like gave it to him. It says goat notes on it. But yeah, he just kind of gave it to me. But if you're not referring to that, then I don't know what you're talking about. CR, Sinner, or Alcaraz? I personally prefer Sinner just a little bit more, man. That's just me though. I like both of them. I just, for some reason, like Sinner a little bit more. Nope. Anyways. Do I play games? I mean, I do play some video games. I don't play really many that are online or like multiplayer or anything. But I play some here and there. Not as much as I used to, but I still have, like, I have every single PlayStation console except for a PlayStation 5. Like, I got the PS1, 2, 3, 4, and the PSP, which was the PlayStation Portable. I never bought the Vita because I was like, I got the PSP, so I don't need that. And then I have a Switch. I got quite a few gaming consoles. Pratham, I don't know what you're talking about. CR, it's 6:56 a.m. where you are. Where are you at then, CR? That's a little crazy because you're, what, you're 10 hours ahead of me? Gojo, what's up? Christina, how are we doing? Zion, what's up? What's up, man? Still up? Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what you mean by still up. I I ended the last stream and then I went to bed, man. But no, we're back, Zion. We're back for the night until whenever we decide to end it tonight. Let's see. So sorry, but I'm not screaming. I don't need to do that. Ryan, thanks. Christina, hello. Are you going to respond? You said hi. I did respond, Christina. I'm just behind in chat. I'm going through all of it to make sure I can get to as many of these as possible. Pratham, the fact that you're telling me to look it up, I'm a little bit scared to actually do that. Paranormal, hi, I am live at 8 p.m. Well, I'm actually right now it's 9 p.m. for me, so unless you're an hour behind me, I don't know, man. Rats. Peter, I've never heard about that. Anthony, no. It's way in the background. What? Paranormal, are you live at 9 p.m.? Yeah. It's 9 p.m. where I'm at, dude. Christina, you're getting a little bit too mad about me being behind in chat. That's crazy. Anthony, it's way in the background, the book. Way in the background. Where are you? Back there, Anthony? Is that where you're talking about? Yeah, oh my, today's comments. I know. You never know what we're gonna get in here, Aya. It's just kind of like whatever happens. Ali, hello. How are we? CR saying okay. You like center a little more than the outgrounds? Nice. Dallas, I have no clue why that would matter. Do the glasses make my past seem more romantic and special than it really was? I don't know, dude. You can't see the past in these. Ali, can you remove the glasses for a second? Nah, dude. I will not be removing the glasses. If you would like to see what my eyes actually look like, you can pretty much watch almost any other video on my channel. You'll be able to see my eyes. Especially if you watch a short that's on my channel that I'm not wearing glasses in. It usually likes to zoom in on my face, so you'll really see them then. Matthew, I know, right? It's just an old ceiling too, so it's just like that. Why do you all think I'm ignoring you? I'm just behind in chat. There's a lot of people that sent messages. That's it. I'm not ignoring anyone. No, Ali, I'm not ignoring you. L, you're using the Head Instinct MP from 2017, craving to finish points more early with a new racket. What do you mean? What do you mean by craving? What do you mean by that, L? Like, are you wanting the racket to give you more power? Or are you wanting the racket to control the ball more so you can generate more power on your own? Do you want the racket to give you more spin? Like, you kind of have to give me a little bit more to go off there. Grace, what's up? How are we doing? Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Yashasvi, hello. Good morning to you. How are you? Thank you for being here. Joji, welcome back. The kid you were playing was hitting the ball like nobody's uncle. That's pretty. If you're playing a tournament, Joji, I mean, I think it's kind of expected. Christina, you think you like my hair? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, you're too handsome and sweet. Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Where did my chat go? There we go. Okay. Mansing, hello. Good morning to you, and good night from the U.S. It is nighttime here. No, Anthony, I have not listened to all of Will Wood and the Tapeworms. I listened to the one song you recommended, and I was just like, I could see why people would like it, but I have not listened to more than just the one. Let's see. Ali, here it's 7:02 for you. Am I from Canada? I am not. I am from the US. Canada's right on top of me though. In terms of country-wise, not in terms of what state I live in. What's up, Phoenix? How we doing? How's practicing been going for your audition? On the ottoman, the book. Oh, on that? Oh. That's what you mean, Anthony. Let's see. This, it's a book called $100 Million Money Models. It is a book to help you make money because I am interested in business. So I've decided to get it. And yeah, that's about it. But yeah, that is the book that is on the ottoman. There's books there. There's books near my bed. There's a book sitting right next to me on my desk. And then I have like a bunch of books just in boxes because that are just sitting in my closet because I don't have a bookshelf anymore. Yeah, that's about it, dude. Oi. Let's see. Ghost, you like my glasses? Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, you did see Kirby. He is there. Hiya, Kirby. It's lonely. Kirby's fine. He may make an appearance later, but he's fine for now. By the way, you are a girl and your name is Fatima. Oh. Well, I'm sorry. I've been calling you the wrong name this whole time. Why? If your name's Fatima, then hold on. Why did you put your name as Ali or something on like the YouTube name then? Anthony confirmed they can see the past. What can see the past? My glasses? Albert, am I AI or a real creature? I'm a real human being, sir. I know. It's crazy to think about, but I actually am. Butterfly Bandit. Hey, yo, how we doing? What's up? Anthony, where does that door lead to? Wouldn't you like to know, sir? Zion, bro, do you have any plan to coach tennis or something? I do give out private lessons to some people that I do know, but I don't do it that often, especially just because it's not summer right now. But I have given private lessons. I even got offered a job to coach my old high school's middle school team that they were starting. But I haven't done it. I've not done anything like that. Like, I'm not certified to be a tennis coach or anything. So maybe at some point, but right now, I just gotta focus on building up YouTube, talking about the gear because that's what I actually know about. Teaching tennis, completely different story. Actually, I don't know anything about Labubu's. I don't know anything about them, so I don't have a thought on it. Yashika, welcome back. How are you? What's up, PY? How we doing? PY, I saw that your profile picture is Katniss. Did you see they're getting ready to make a brand new? They're making a new Hunger Games movie. I'll be very interested to see how it goes. Martin, what's up? How are you? Martin, you're from Australia. Very cool. Luke, what's up? How are we doing? Phoenix, are you a big fan of Will Wood too? Eli, hello from New Zealand. Hello, Eli. Thank you for being here all the way out in New Zealand. I appreciate it. Fatima, right? Right? Yeah, Fatima. Bro, you are reading those ones. What are you talking about, Fatima? Yeah, I've been reading chat the whole time. Did you think I wasn't? Did you think I was just like randomly saying names and responding to random stuff? No, I'm trying to get through all of them. I'm just behind a little bit because people keep saying stuff. Mewtwo. Do I like older women or younger women? I don't know, dude. As long as they're more so around my age, then I don't think I necessarily care. I don't know. Phoenix, you have both etudes memorized and almost perfect. Nice, nice. And you still have what, almost a week left or a little under a week left? Is that right for how much longer until the audition? Anthony, which one have you listened to by Will Wood? I haven't. Fatima, what are you talking about, Fatima? I'm confused. Joji, he's from Let's see. Joji, he's from Serbia. How are they? Very good. My cousin, I tell you what, he's in a tennis tournament in Italy. He lost to a Serbian player. I don't know, dude. They got Novak Djokovic to look up to, so I mean, they got a pretty good role model for Serbian tennis. A new Roop. Lean Startup is a good read. I've heard of Lean Startup, but I haven't got the chance to read it yet. I read it or not yet? Not yet. I do have it. I think I also have it on like audio or something, but yeah, I've not read it yet. Joji, the tennis player that you lost to was Singaporean Serbian. His mother was Serbian and his father was Singaporean. Very cool. All right, nice. Abdul, hello. Fatima Ali Hamza is the name of your elder brother. Why are you on his YouTube account then? Are you not old enough to have your own account? Or is this using his just easier? Richard looks AI to me. Nah, dude. If this was AI, this would be a bad use of AI. Acid, well, hello. What's the story here? Well, Acid, the story here, this live stream is designed to be my way of helping out people that have tennis gear related questions, whether it be about rackets, shoes, strings, bags, anything like that, as much as I possibly can. This is a little bit more personal, so that way we can have a conversation back and forth, and I can help them as much as possible. Just because racket and tennis gear tends to be my shtick, it's usually what I know the most about. And besides that, the tennis talk almost always subsides at some point, and then after that, we all just kind of like hang out, have fun, just kind of talk about whatever. That's about it, Acid. So if you think you would enjoy that, by all means, we'd love to have you. If not, I completely get it. And if you do end up swiping away, I hope you have a great rest of your day. But yeah, we'd love to have you here if you do want to stay. Let's see, Surmont, what's the deal? Scott Summers, what's the deal? Where'd you get the Cyclops frames? Dope. I just got these off Amazon, dude. But I've also don't know who Scott Summers is or who Cyclops is. I think from the people that have said his name in this chat so many times before, I think he's some sort of superhero. But that is all I know, dude. No. Mayito? Hello, how are you? YouTube, what's up? Joji, the guy who was talking about his brother was trying to beat me. You beat him, and then he lost to you because he thought he could beat me. They really hit hard at one time. I was trying to hit the ball. Interesting. Very nice. Mayito, you've been subscribed. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Phoenix, am I gonna do the daily lives next year as well? See, I have not. Let's see. I have not decided if I'm going to do the lives daily next year. I might, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I have not fully decided. We'll see. We'll see though. We'll see how it goes for the rest of this year. That's kind of what I'm using as my testing ground to see if it to see how well it works, and then we'll kind of go from there, Emily. Anthony, your ELA class forces you to read the hit story The Hunger Games. Interesting. Ryan, I don't know. I don't know who that is. Fire, you have a challenge for me? Well, here's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to do the challenge. You can try and say it, but I may not do it. Acid, you're tired of the trolls that have really terrible material? No. Let's see. Cobert, you don't trust me? That's okay. You don't have to. You probably just met me. If I just met someone, I probably wouldn't trust them either. Can you say happy birthday to my friend Jemiah? That's as much as you'll get, Lydia. Taquito, hello. Fatima, bro, you are so behind. Leave these one. No, I'm not. I'm not leaving. I will. I will get to all of them. I will get to all of them, Fatima. Taquito, how am I doing? I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? Valerian, look at the camera and give a big smile. I don't know about that, man. Joel, hello. Arcturian, you like the glasses? Thank you. I appreciate it. Dinka, I don't know what that means. Anthony, I think I know what you want me to do for the weekend, being listen to Will Wood. Taquito, how am I doing? I'm doing good. Taquito again, how are you doing? Milky, yo, what's up? Fatima, bro, you're using his account. His what? Because you were too young. I was the one using this one account, so your bro gave it to you. Too many memories. That's fair. Nice, nice, Fatima. Arcturian, Brody, where did you get them? I got them. I got them off Amazon. The brand of these is called THL Sleep because these are blue light blocking glasses. So that way I can, even though I'm looking at my phone or my computer for hours before I go to bed, I can still get some better sleep. Even if I don't get as much sleep, it does help me just sleep better. At least I've felt it has. I don't have any actual data to back that up, but I have just felt that that is what has been happening since I have put these on. Jake, where to go? Dinka, what's this live about? Dinka, I'm here to answer as many tennis gear related questions as possible and help out as much as I can within the time that the live stream allows. However, at some point, that is probably going to end just because the tennis talk almost always ends at some point. We just all kind of like hang out, have fun, do whatever. And that's kind of in the point that we're at right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, Dinka. Taquito, may I have get a hi? Yes, Taquito. Hello. How are you? Sharks ruining the vibe. Okay, I'll keep an eye on him. Acid. Zion, yeah, coaching tennis needs to be on other level as recreational beginners players. Sometimes people here in your neighborhood doesn't pay too much details of the racket as long as the racket helps them play and have fun. Yeah, and uh, at some point, they'll eventually move into getting a little bit of a better racket, but it's not necessarily a big deal when they first start. You just color me Garfield, but I love lasagna. Please tell me you've had that. No, I have not. I have not had that, Phoenix. Arcturian Bull, you don't know who the X Men are. I've never seen an X Men movie. I've heard of the X Men, but I don't know anything about them. Zion, but I find sometimes I'm going nerdy about the gears from Racket shoes. Yeah, we all get nerdy about it sometimes. Burke, BRKL, hello, how are you? Fatima, love you, goodbye, bro. When will I come live? When will I be live next? I will be live again tomorrow, starting about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That has seemed to be the time that has worked the best for me. So that's usually the time where I will start these lives, and we just kind of go till whenever. But yeah, Fatima, hope to see you again. If not, I completely understand. But hey, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Joseph, hello. I don't know whose birthday it is, but okay. Vinay, how are we doing? Hello. Michigan, hello. How are we? Sheriff, Roger or Nadal? Between those two, I'd probably go Roger. But that's just me. I like both of them, but I would probably just go Roger. Vinay, what's up? Michelle, how are we? How are we doing? Let's see. Oh. Michigan, what are we doing right now? We're all just kind of like hanging out in stream, talking about whatever. Usually we talk about tennis, but hey, that's okay. Sometimes we don't. But yeah, we all just kind of like hang out when we don't talk about tennis, and that's about it. Anthony, sorry about yesterday's stream. How I was only here for like 2 seconds. You're fine. You're fine, dude. It's not like I'm forcing anyone to be here. If you can make it, I appreciate it. But if you can't, you can't. You got your own life, dude. Loyal, how much gas do I have in my car? I actually just filled up my tank, so I'm on a full tank, bruh. Sarong? Sarong, what's up? How are we doing? Abdul, your local optometrist recommended you blue light lenses and it cured your insomnia? Very cool. That's awesome. Lightning, Bad Bunny is greater than any other rapper. I don't know about that, dude. Now, granted, I've only heard like maybe one song from Bad Bunny, but I don't know, man. That's a tall order to ask. Go cool, hello. Millie, you have to say something. Interesting, okay. Anthony, by the way, my name is Xylia. Did I say that right? Where is Xylia from? Fatima. Fatima, thanks, bye. I'll come again, and you're too much sweet and nice. You should know that. Well, thank you, Fatima. I appreciate it. Well, I already answered that. Heather, what's up? How are we doing? Let's see. You got a name? Mathematical. Do I lift? Sometimes. Have I tried billiards? Yes, I have tried billiards. I enjoy playing billiards and I enjoy playing pool. Either one works, but yes, I have a fun time with it. Rumus, hello. Zion, yeah, between Roger and Rafa, you lean more Roger, but Rafa was the one who made me interested in tennis, but Roger's game is just pleasing to the eyes. I can see that. But that's cool that Rafa got you into the game, Zion. Go cool. Do I watch any anime? I've watched some. I'm not currently watching any right now, but I have watched some anime. That was one of the reasons I decided to take like Japanese in high school, because I liked anime and we had an actual Japanese teacher who was from Japan, so who immigrated from Japan to come over to the States, and he was teaching it. So I am a fan of anime. I'm just not watching any right now. Risky, hello, how are you? Aya, you feel so lazy today? Well, that's not good. Oh, Aya, didn't you? I thought at some point I saw. Didn't you try and send me something on Instagram? But when I tried looking for it, it wasn't there anymore. Did you delete the message? I thought you had said you tried sending me something, but I don't think I ever saw it. Silent, do you like salad? No, I've never had a salad, Silent. Vampire, hello, how are you? Risky, nice glasses, thank you, I appreciate it. Go cool. Do you do any type of sport like football, speed skating, volleyball, anything? Nah, man, my only sport is tennis. That's about it. And that's why my entire channel is basically tennis. Tassawar? Maybe? But when am I going to Pakistan? I don't have any plans to go to Pakistan anytime soon, just because I don't even have a passport. But maybe one day. But that's about it. Emily, you've adopted me as your streamer by the way. Your friends ask if there's anything new. I just told them about you just told them about me and how I've never had lasagna, which is wild by the way. And they agreed with me that you are basically Garfield. Interesting. Okay. What are you just gonna what, Emily? Are you just gonna have all of your friends just like dive bomb the stream all at once and be like, man, what in the world? How have you not had these foods, and just like all attack me at once in one stream? Yes, I did say it. I did say it right. Okay. You're gonna have to give me a time or two to make sure I get the right name, but where to go? Xylia. Okay. Anthony is Xylia. Okay. Oh, no, so Xylia, what's like the origin of that name? Because I've never heard that name before. Rick, what's up? What's going on here? So Rick, usually what happens here is we all just kind of like, I'm here to answer as many tennis gear related questions as possible. That's usually what we're here for, whether it be about tennis rackets, strings, shoes, anything like that. However, the tennis talk almost always subsides at some point during the night, and we all just kind of hang out and talk about whatever. And that's kind of in the point that we're at right now. We can always go back to tennis. That's my main shtick. But if not, we all just kind of hang out, have fun, just kind of see where the night takes us. So that's what's going on here, Rick. If you'd like to stay, we'd love to have you. If not, I completely get it. And if you decide to swipe away, I hope you have a great rest of your day, man. But if not, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Nicholas, I have no idea about fighting, but all right. Okay. Risky, you hit the like and subscribe. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Annabella, thank you as well. You hitting like and subscribe does help me a lot as well too. Dan, I thought you won't notice, but I thought you wouldn't look for it. Well, you said you were gonna message me, and I thought I saw something, but I went back again to actually answer because I had some time. I had some time on my hands, and then I looked for it, and I was like, oh, it's not here. I thought I had saw it, but I guess I might have been wrong, but I was pretty sure I saw a message. Phoenix, that's a fantastic. Oh no. Xylia said hello again. Privado, hello. I'm sorry, I do not speak Spanish, sir. Canada, get a job? I have a job, bro. This is just what I do in my free time. Annabella, do I remember you? I feel like I do. I think you came to the stream. It was either earlier this week, I want to say like either Monday or Tuesday, or you came around on maybe last Friday. That's my guess, but I may be wrong, Annabella. And if I am, I'm so sorry. And if I am wrong, please remind me and tell me when you were here the first time. Tuesday. I was close. Anthony, what are my thoughts on Sorry, not Anthony. Xylia. What are my thoughts on pineapple on pizza? I don't like pizza in general, and I've never had a pineapple. So, those are my thoughts. I really don't care. Go cool. When I look a little closer on your body does look a lot like a tennis, like a slim and calm body. What does calm mean? The slim I get, but you're gonna have to explain the calm one. Go cool. You're embarrassed. Okay, I'll send it again. Why are you embarrassed, girl? You're the one that wanted to show me a picture, but no, you don't have to be embarrassed. If you don't want to send it to me. You don't have to send it to me. Annabella, Tuesday. Nah, it's okay. Oh. Well, thanks. Xylia, Will what? Have I ever used telekinesis to control the ball? I have not. That would be pretty cool if I could, but I do not have that power. Phoenix, you've never had a pineapple? No, I've never had pineapple. And then Xylia is saying I need pineapple. Annabella, I was close. I said you were here either Monday or Tuesday, so like I was like halfway there. I was like halfway there, but I am sorry if I did forget like the context of what we may have talked about last time. Ruben, bro doesn't even know telekinesis get good. What's up, Homer from Springfield? How's Marge and the kids? Let's see. The problem is I wasn't able to send it. You couldn't share but links. Why is that? I have no clue, Aya. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. I don't know what would have been going on with Instagram. Phoenix, you can't ask what you've never had because that list would be too long. But what have you had? Girl, you're just gonna have to like start naming stuff off and then I'll say yes or no. That would probably just be easier. Cause there's some things where I'm just like, I don't remember until like I see it. Zyla, you need to listen to the hit song Solution by Willwood and the Tapeworms. It's all Willwood and the Tapeworms. Homer, annoying as usual. Homer, does that mean you're watching this at Moe's? Or are you just like hiding on your couch and everyone's away? Annabella, good morning. Well, good night. Good morning to you, Annabella. Good night from the US. Go cool. Well, you see, it is a feeling I get when I see a tennis player versus like a boxer. Boxers feel like hardwood like feeling. When I was in boxing, speed skaters feel like, feel a bit fluid. Interesting. Jeff, what's up? How we doing? Xylia, just get good, use telekinesis. Just tell yourself to quit doing cytokinesis and tell to do telekinesis. Yeah, because that'll work for my body. Blasted, good for you. Jake, hello friend, how are ya? What? Hello, Valeria. How are you? Actually, no. Maybe. Let's see. Jake, do you have a water leak ceiling tiles? Look what I think there was many, many years ago, and that's what the little damage looks like. But there's nothing current. There's no actual damage. It is in no way, shape, or form at risk of falling on top of me. But no, we're good. We're good. We're good, Jake. Giovanna? No, not Giovanna. Valeria. What was it? You're doing good, and you? I'm doing good, Valeria. We're all just having a grand old time, hanging out, talking about whatever. I think it's fun. Spider, hello. I don't know. You don't know what you want to say. Oh, hey, you said hello. That's a big thing. Lou, I have no idea what you're talking about with a Dollar General. Let's see. Phoenix. Chicken, yes. Rice, at some point, yes. Cucumber, no. Cheese, yes. Strawberry, no. Salad, no. Green beans, no. Xylia, you are only talking about Willwood. Very nice. Will Wheaton. American, I have no idea who that is. Oh, wait. Go cool. I'm sorry. Is it weird to talk like this? I don't think so, man. It's what it's how you experience the world. So you gotta say you gotta talk how you talk. Well, pro advice if some of your friends want to take you into boxing, don't go. Don't go into boxing. Interesting. Zyla, you need to eat more food times. Zyla, you and everyone else in my life has been telling me that. CB, what's up? How are we doing? I ever tried the Dunlop Explosive Speed String? If I did, what did I think of it? Let's see. Dunlop Explosive Speed. I would just want to make sure I'm thinking of the right one. No, I have not. I have not played with Explosive Speed. I've played with Explosive Tour, which I think is supposed to be similar, but I have not played with Explosive Speed, so I cannot say too much about it. But since it's a round poly and it's from Dunlop, I don't think it's I don't think it's necessarily going to be very bad or very good. I think it's just going to be kind of like middle of the road. I don't. Most Dunlop strings tend to be like that. There's some that do stand out over the others, but for that one, Explosive Speed, since I haven't tried it, can't really say too much about it. CB. I've tried a few other Dunlop strings, but not that one yet. Spider, you don't know you're a popular player in Roblox? Nah, dude. I don't follow Roblox, so I've never heard of you, man. Xylia. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go eat some food, so you're going to leave. BRB. See ya, Xylia. Maybe we'll see you. Maybe we'll see you again if we're still here. Have fun eating. Hiya, I should have strawberries. Interesting. I will not eat my own hair. That sounds disgusting. Mason, yo, I'm gonna make cookies. Should I use regular dough or deal dough? I don't know. I've never heard of the second one. So I would assume regular if you're making cookies. Phoenix, eggs, yes, only scrambled. Toast, never had it. Pancakes and waffles, had both. Bagels, never had them. Jams, jellies, never had it. Sausage, I don't think I've had sausage, but bacon I have had. Mason, what's up again? Go cool. Yeah, because getting punched in the face and body isn't the best thing in the world. Yeah, not really. You think wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu don't give you what? I was gonna say go cool. That last like half of that message didn't make sense. Try an owl? I don't think anyone needs to eat an owl. That sounds awful. Ahaya, you think I don't like fast food and I prefer home meals more? No. Because even if my mom or anyone when I was growing up, even if she would cook a lot of food,
I still would not eat it. I would just like make something on my own and not eat whatever she made. So it's not a fact of I don't like fast food. It's just a fact of I really don't care that much about food. Go cool. Well, Brazilian jiu-jitsu and wrestling doesn't give you a concussion and die in the ring, so I think those are a bit better if you want less brain damage. I mean, that's fair, go cool. I don't want brain damage anyway. Con, you think your past few chats were removed by YouTube? I don't know. I don't know, Cotton. I have not seen any chats from you in a while, so I don't know. Or they just may not have gone through, but I'm not sure. Lost, thank you for the jewels. I do appreciate it. Privado now won first or last? What does that mean? Souls, do I live in the basement of your parents' house or do you get a room upstairs as well?
Does it matter? No. Ugh. But no, I don't. I do live in a basement. I will say that. I do live in a basement. Good, cool. You think MMA is easier than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, and kickboxing? I don't know, dude. I don't fight, so I'm not sure. Cotton, yeah, you were asking about Julius Gavin and his infamous tennis coaching. Yeah, dude, I didn't see anything about that, Cotton. So I also have no idea who in the world Julius Gavin is. So I don't know what you would be, who you're referring to. Phoenix, no to watermelon, no to raspberries, no to kiwi, no to blueberries, yes to bananas, no to mango, yes to spaghetti, but only plain, no sauce. Privado, where are you from, if you don't mind? I'm from the U.S., Privado. Where are you from? Yes, souls. The people are cognizant and know that I am in this basement. They are aware of that. I feel like it would be a pretty hard thing for them to miss if they ever walked into this room and just saw a giant bed and a bunch of clothes. Annabella, good morning from the Philippines. Very nice. Privado, you're from Spain. Very cool. It would have been funnier, yeah, if they didn't know. If I was just like, oh yeah, no. I just kind of like sneak through that window every so often. I just like show up unannounced just through the window. I think that That would have been hilarious as an answer, but unfortunately, it would have been a lie. Interesting. Someone yelled. Someone yelled. Privado, you're from Alcala de Henares? I'm sorry, I don't know Spanish, so I probably absolutely butchered the name of that place. And I have no clue where in Spain that is. Souls, you're from New Zealand. Very cool. And you call the kiwi fruit, and kiwi is what you call the kiwi bird. That makes sense. You just add the distinction in the name itself, and then the kiwi automatically means the bird. Makes sense. I like it. But thank you for being here all the way out in New Zealand. What time is it? What time is it over there for you, souls? Oh no, I dropped my pen. Okay, it is back. Souls, it is 4 p.m. on Saturday. Huh. So you're 2? Hold on. Round up to 10, 2, 12, 14. So you're 18 hours ahead of me? That's crazy. Very cool, though. Very cool. An argument between your parrot and your cockatiel bird is so funny. What are they arguing about? Are they just screeching at each other? Go cool, because it has all of them. If your opponent's a kickboxer, take them down, put them in a choke. If we do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, just stay and kick them. It makes sense if you think about it. It does make sense, go cool. It does make sense. Annabella with the trophies, very nice. Privado, good pronunciation, good try, thanks. It's famous, your city, because a famous writer was born there, Miguel de Cervantes. Do I know him? I do not know Miguel. What has he wrote? What has he authored? Con, you DM'd me on Instagram one of his unconventional advice. It's so past hilarious. Oh, okay. I was wondering because I was like, I think I saw that, but I saw it in passing, so I didn't respond to it right away. Okay. I think I know who you're talking about. Then, Cotton, isn't his like channel name like Tennis God or something, or like the God of Tennis? Isn't that like what his shtick is? Go cool. Go cool. Just a little spelling mistake. Your hands are a bit cold, and this autocorrect. Yeah. Autocorrect can be the worst thing ever. At times. Always the smaller bird trying to bite the bigger one since your parrot is too lazy to argue back. That's crazy. Privado, Don Quixote de la Mancha. I have never heard of it, Privado. I have not. Cotton, yes. Okay. I saw the message, I think, like in passing, but I didn't respond to it yet just because I just like briefly saw it and didn't think to answer yet. But I will look at that when we're done here, Cotton, and then I'll respond because I was like, what is this? But I was like, okay, now it's making sense. Phoenix, okay, so your friend joined and she's absolutely flabbergasted that I've never had the majority of foods. Can I tell her my opinion on food? Sure. Friend of Phoenix, also known as Emily, since I don't know your name. Food is specifically just to keep me alive. That is it. There's not really much in terms of like food for enjoyment or pleasure. Like if I see that I'm going to a restaurant where the lights are dim, I know the food is expensive and I don't want to be there. So I really don't care about food that much. It's just there and that's about it. Hello, what's up? Mustafa, watching from Gambia in West Africa. Well, thank you for watching in Gambia. That's awesome. I think you're the first person watching from Gambia since I've been doing these. So welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Aya, these trends are silly. What trends, Aya? What trends are you referring to? Bravado, the USA must be amazing. I mean, I like it here. But that's my opinion. Some people don't like it here, some people do. But I have a great time here. Cotton, every chat with his channel name was removed by YouTube. I'm starting to believe in his omnipotency. That's crazy, dude. Even YouTube's taking him down, but he's still going around. That's a little crazy. Phoenix, thank you, twin. OMG, valid with the expensive food though. I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's like I don't really care that much about food, so there is no reason for me to be spending $40 on my main dish alone and getting a small portion that those fancy restaurants charge you exorbitant prices for. That seems stupid to me. And $40 probably isn't even the most expensive thing on the list. Lindsay, I should listen to Violet Crazy by DPR Ian. Okay, I will add it to the list. Violet Crazy by DPR Ian. Okay. It is added to the list. I will look into it, Lindsay. Oh yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it either. I don't care for it at all. That's why I just avoid it and don't interact with it. Bravado, have I ever been to Europe? I have not been to Europe. The only country I have been outside of the US is the Bahamas. And the reason was because I was in my high school's jazz band and we were actually part of the entertainment on a cruise ship to the Bahamas. So there was one day that we played our set of songs we've been learning throughout the year on the cruise ship for all the cruise guests to enjoy. We were in the main lobby area of the cruise. And with that, we played our songs, we had a great time,
And then we just got to enjoy the cruise to the Bahamas for the entire rest of the trip. And that is the only time I've ever been outside the country. It was a great time. Highly, highly fun. It made me become a very big fan of cruises. Go cool. You know, I've seen a lot of tennis players having a really ripped biceps. Can I show you? No. If you want to see a really ripped tennis player, go look up a picture of Rafa Nadal. In especially, yeah, just look up a picture of Rafa Nadal. He's probably the one of the most ripped tennis players you'll ever see. Kruger, I have no idea what in the world that means. Bob, I'm sure you could use one. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone that has, but I'm sure you could if you wanted to. Charlie, I have no idea what in the world you're trying to say. Aidzaz? I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I cannot play a song. I would like to not get a copyright strike here on my channel, so I cannot play music. I'm so sorry to tell you. Bob, what brand chalk strip do you recommend? Bob, I've never used one, so I don't have a recommendation for you. Steve, you like the ceiling? I appreciate it. Tony, what's up, man? How we doing? Plane getting ready to come in. Oliver, hello. How are you? Blackout, you're just loading. I'll take it. Bravado, am I a producer or a musician? No, not a producer or a musician, but
I do have quite a few musical instruments at my house, but I would not say I'm a musician in the traditional sense, to where like people think that I don't make music as like a song or a career or anything, but I know how to play music and I enjoy singing, especially just because I do musicals every so often. But yeah, that would be my extent of my musicianship bravado. Tony, you'd love to play the piano and drums, but you have not committed myself to do so. You like to speak Spanish, but haven't committed yourself to do that either. But you're working on it. Yeah, Tony. Because once you commit, then you'll be going for it. Aya, you're gonna cry. Your cousin asks for another help in another exam. Aya, just say no. Just say like, sorry, can't do it. Mac, what are the stains on the ceiling? I'm not sure, dude. Some think it's let's see. Some think it is old water. Something it is water damage. I just think the ceiling tiles are old, so I don't know, dude. It's one of those two. Phoenix, I'm gonna go practice for a bit. I'll be back though. Sounds good. Have fun practicing. Oliver, never seen you before. What do I do? So, Oliver, basically, what we're here to do with the live stream is that I'm typically here to answer tennis gear related questions, whether it be about tennis rackets, shoes, strings, bags, anything like that here on this live, because it's a little bit easier for me to do that here when we can have a conversation, or rather than, trying to do it through my comment section on videos. So that's why the live comes. However, because of that, the tennis talk almost always subsides at some point in the live, and we all just kind of like hang out, have fun, talk about whatever, Oliver, and that's kind of in the part of the live stream that we're in right now. So that's about it. if you'd like to stay around, we'd love to have you. If not, and you decide to swipe away, well, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I appreciate you being here, man. But yeah, we'd love to have you if you want to stick around, just hang out. Let's see. Bob, is there any sort of tennis helmet that's made? I don't trust the ball. Not that I know of. Privado, that's cool. Thank you. Tony, we're gonna need Bruni to perform for us a little bit, sing something. Nah, dude. Not I ain't doing that. Like I said, I'm not getting copyright strikes or anything. maybe one day if I actually perform in the I got sent an email about a new musical that potentially I might do. It would start rehearsals in January and then it would perform in like March or something. So maybe if I do that, Tony, well, maybe if I do that and someone posts it, then I can send the link out and you can see me in that, but I don't know about it. We'll see. See. Cotton, you were in a jazz band and never watched Whiplash. It's jail with no bail from where I'm from. Cotton, you know what the funny thing is too? We played Caravan in my jazz band, which is the theme song from Whiplash. We played that song, and I still have not seen the movie. I just think that's hilarious. Blackout 4 a.m. and watching Brody stream from bed after Friday night. Life is good. Nice. Blackout, I appreciate you being here, man. I really do. But hey, if it's 4 a.m., you might want to go to bed, man. It is going to be quite good for you. Bed and sleep, always a good time. Tony Washington saying, what's a leak on the roof, racy or something? It happens. Yeah, it happens. L, you notice that your racket does pretty well when you're having time to do a slow stroke, however, not consistent when I want it to do when performing a fast stroke. Any clue on that? When you have to do a slow stroke and not a fast one. L, what string, like, when was the last time you had your racket strung? And what string do you use? That would be my next question about your racket. Because that may clue me in as to why you're having problems with the different stroke speeds. Tony, how about the Go bag? Haven't seen one in person, but Tennis Spin was promoting them. What is it? A Go bag? What is this? What? A Go bag. Let's see. Tony, I'm trying to see if I can find the video so I can see what you're talking about. I don't know, just because I don't see a Go bag, but I have not personally heard of it, Tony, so I can't really say how much. Say much about it, just because I've never seen it before. Oliver sounds good. Plus, you've got the THL sleep shades, and they definitely work. I can feel my circadian rhythm going back to normal, and the light isn't keeping me awake. Very nice. I'm glad they're working for you, blood. Tony, days off go too fast, seriously. I bet. Privado, do I like techno music? In Europe, it's listened to often. I feel like I've listened to like one or two techno songs, but I've probably not really listened to a lot of it, so I can't say if I like it that much. I'd probably have to listen to more of it, Privado, in order to give you a better answer. Holden, can you have a shout out? Why? Blood, you don't like how bulky they are, though, so I'm getting another pair from a different brand. They wrap around so no light can come in from the sides. They look better, too. Interesting. See, I've always just had to wear glasses, so to me, I really don't feel a difference in terms of like how heavy they are or anything. But if you found another pair that works for you, Blood, good on you. These are just the ones that have worked the best for me, but I'm glad you at least try them, and they did help you. But so if the new ones do even better, even better. Oliver, do I play video games? And if so, what games? Yes, Oliver, I do play video games. I typically, and if I'm going to play video games, the most recent game I played was Pokemon Legends ZA on the Switch. That was the most recent one because I got that for my birthday in October. Another one, if I'm gonna play something, potentially it'll be like Persona 5, whether it be Royal or the normal one. I really enjoyed that game just because I just like the art style, I like the characters, I like the music. Everything about that game for me was great. If I want to go to an older, more classic game for me, the Sly Cooper series is a big one. Almost any Pokemon game. Kingdom Hearts, that's a big series for me too. A lot of like solo games just because when I was growing up I didn't have access to the internet, so I just played a lot of single player games. And so that's about it. That's kind of like been where my gaming preferences have stayed for the most part. And at some point maybe maybe you throw in like Fortnite here and there if my friends are playing, and then we'll all just like play a game together here and there, and that'll be it. But I'd say that's probably about it. Tony, if I sing, it won't be a strike. Interesting. Do it and show us. Nah. Our last little bit of warm weather is about to be gone in a few days. Still in shorts for now. Nice. Tony, you never watched Wicked. You started watching it this morning. Didn't make it too far. Yeah. If you're not a musical person, or like musicals are not something that you watch or listen to, Wicked, in my opinion, is probably not one you'd want to start with. Just because it's a lot. There are some movie musicals that, or like musical movies, they sometimes call them jukebox musicals, just because they have songs that were made popular before they became a musical, like Jersey Boys or Mamma Mia or Ain't Too Proud, which is the story of the Temptations. So some of those usually are good to get good if you've never seen a musical before and you wanted to like try one just to see if you like it. But Wicked's a beast, especially because both movies are almost at least 3 hours long. I don't know why they did that, but they did. But yeah, Wicked's a beast. I still need to watch part 2 because I watched part 1. But I'll get to it eventually. Privado, just curious, in Europe it's often to listen to techno music going out, USA too. Privado, I will be honest, I am not the guy to ask about going out on like a Friday or Saturday night, just because I really don't do that much. I never really did that. Some other people my age, they could have a much better answer for you about whether or not techno music is all the rage when they go to the club or the bar scene. I couldn't tell you. I never really went out partying to bars or anything, so, or clubs for that matter. Oliver, oh no, it's 4:10 in the morning. That's not good. L, you're using 52 pounds, 2 months per string, and confidential. Okay. So slower shots, it's fine. Faster shots, it's not. You're using the Instinct MP. I don't necessarily know off the top of my head what may be causing it. I don't know off the top of my head what may be causing it, L, whether it actually is the racket or maybe if it's the string itself. Also, just because I've never seen you play, that does sometimes run a factor into it. But yeah. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I'll have to think about that one and get back to you, sir. Annabella, you're 8 years old. Okay. Janair, hello. Oi, how are ya? Heh, cool glasses. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tony goes, name, nice bags. Check out the site. Okay. Tony, oh yeah, fellow Libra. Yeah, Tony, fellow Libra. Cotton, Pokemon, and Persona gang. Yeah, man. Now, my favorite character in, I don't necessarily know if I have my favorite character in Persona, but I don't remember if my friends got it. No, I remember I got a Funko Pop Cotton of Yusuke just because it was on sale at GameStop and I saw it and I was like, okay, that's fun. But I will say Yusuke, he's probably not my favorite character. He's pretty cool, but he's not my favorite. But I still got the Funko Pop just because it was like the closest one. But now Persona, great game for me. I really, really like the game. No, not really any big complaints or anything from it. Annabelle, you like Block Blast? Nice. See, I used to play that, but I just stopped because I would play it too much, and I was like, I do not need to be playing this much. Privado, Christmas is coming. I don't want to listen to Mariah Carey again. Yeah, she's already been starting to thaw out of her icy prison from last year. It's weird, dude. Annabelle, do I watch How to Train Your Dragon? I think I've seen like the first movie, but I don't think I've seen anything else from that. Let's see. Joji, sorry I had to eat, man. I had to go to the Brazilian Burger King. Man, a nice burger and that has pickles, tomatoes, and have like a Brazilian sauce. Interesting. Oliver, you'll come back later. See you for now. See you, Oliver. Thank you for being here. Moises, I think that's just your own personal preference, so I don't have an opinion on it. That's for you to decide, dude. Tony, you're stumbling towards a slumber. You're nodding off, and sleep is taking over. Very nice rhyme, Tony. Choji, your dad's not here. He's working in Montana, so that's why I can't believe. Say, can you be my tennis coach? He doesn't. Joji asked me to get a job in Montana. That's crazy. Privado, American citizens must do something. I don't want to listen to Mariah Carey Christmas anymore. Bro, Privado, it's probably worse over here. Like, she's been thawing out probably since like the day after Halloween, and for some people she's been playing in their cars since the beginning of October. So
We can't do anything. She's from here. It's in full force here. I went to Chick-fil-A today to pick up food for someone I was working with, and I saw that Chick-fil-A was already putting up their Christmas decorations, and I was like, oh no. It's not even Thanksgiving yet, guys. Come on. Joji, it was kind of weird. What was Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande? You and your dad were watching. You were watching. Were you watching Wicked with Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, Joji, with your dad? Oliver, nice glasses. They remind me of James Bond and Rambo. Very cool. Let's see. Joji Bravada art. Mariah Carey, she's American, so you crazy and you think, oh, we're not going to listen. We are going to listen to you. Hold on, Joji. Don't be mean. Apologize to him, Joji. We don't talk. We don't do that. Tony, I don't understand Pokemon and things like that. I'm going to Japan. Maybe you can learn there. Maybe, Tony. I think it's more so just a thing of like I think growing up with it is more the thing. If you didn't grow up playing Pokemon or anything like that, then trying to come in from the outside, you can, but I think it might just be like harder to get into. But I don't know. Joji, Tony, his work is crazy. He works with people who are interesting. Tony, Brody's cooler than a polar bear's toenails. Thanks. You went to training in Indianapolis. How far from there am I from Indy? Tony, I'm about 2 hours away from Indy. I'm about 2 hours away from Indianapolis. Tony, never mind, Joji. Okay. Joji, you want to listen to Mariah Carey? You think she's the best thing that has ever happened to you? Everyone, interesting. Air, hey, I got a question. It's kind of personal about me, but you look like I can help. Potentially I can, Air, as long as it's appropriate, but I'm also just some random guy on the internet, so I can try and help. I may not be the best person to ask, but I can try. Tony, I cannot stay awake. I must rest now. Farewell, y'all. Stay cool, bro. You too, Tony. Have a great night. Thank you for being here as always. I do appreciate it. Oliver, do I like Home Alone? I've never seen Home Alone, sir. My friends have quite literally tried to get me to watch Home Alone. They sat me down on a couch and they're like, you're watching this. I was like, okay. They turn on the movie, and then about 10 minutes into the movie, I fall asleep because what they don't realize is that they tried showing me Home Alone at midnight. And I was like, guys, it's midnight. They're like, you're watching. I was like, okay. And then I fell asleep 10 minutes into the movie. So I have not seen Home Alone, Oliver. Joji, hey, do I live in New York? I do not, Joji. I live in Indiana. Oliver, you think Home Alone is the best Christmas movie? Interesting. My friend would argue with you that the best Christmas movie is Die Hard. I've also not seen Die Hard. That's his pick, not mine. But, yeah. Interesting. Joji, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. All right. Cool. Let's go to the time. Nope, no. is my microphone actually muted or no?
Oliver, is my microphone actually muted or no? Cool. Okay. Oliver, do I recommend any action movies? Probably not. Mainly just because I do not watch a lot of movies, so I'm not the guy to go to for movie recommendations. I would probably look elsewhere for that, bro. Sir, the fact that you are very, very adamant about me saying your name kind of makes me hesitant to say it, because it seems like I'm just going to get absolutely trashed for it. Let's see. But I did a quick search. It looks like we're good. Your name is Munib. I'm sorry if I said it wrong, but hello. How are you doing, man? Deep, hello. How are we doing? Lola, it's not a fake live stream. We're doing it right. We're here now. Miss Jarrett, you are not mute, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. We need no. Okay. Lola, he ain't. All right. Oliver, your mic was muted for like 20 seconds. It's on again. Was my mic actually muted for 20 seconds, or was I just not talking for 20 seconds? Because that also could have been a thing too. Joji, you have a foot injury, but you're still going because you know what the tournament has like a winning prize. It's about 50,000. Your dad needs it.
Joji, if you're injured, I know you're trying to do as much as you can for your dad. But if you're injured, I don't know if you going to the hospital because of your foot injury and continue to play on it is going to be the best thing for him. You kind of have to weigh like the pros and cons here, buddy. Let's see. Benib, yes, right? Okay. Kowser, hello. Someone else said something. Okay, I guess not. Joji, we have some family members who are living in Indiana. They live in like the northern part of Indiana, so you think they might look. No, if they're in the northern part, if they're in South Bend, Joji, they are not near me. Let's see. Oliver, my mouth was moving, but no sound came out. Interesting. Okay. Len, hey y'all. What do you call a careful wolf? And a werewolf. Funny. David, I'm sorry I don't speak French, but hello. Kaiser, you're watching from Bangladesh. Very cool. Nice. Cat Explosion. Yo, cool glasses. Are those one of those anti-blue light glasses a bunch of YouTubers always get sponsored by? First time ever going into YouTube live videos, by the way. Cat Explosion. These are anti-blue light blocking glasses. I'm not sponsored by anyone or anything like that. I've not heard of others getting sponsored by them, but if they are, they are. But yes, these are anti-blue light glasses. I just got them based off of a friend's recommendation, and I got them off Amazon, so that's about it. Joji, no, even though I have a foot injury, you're playing better than ever. Interesting. Xylio, welcome back. Jonathan, you're not seeing the ceiling fan. Yashika, hello again. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Jonathan, wow, Williams is talking about your ceiling too. Guess he is, Jonathan. Offer, why couldn't the kids watch the pirate movie? Because the movie was R-rated. See, Oliver, that works, but I think it also works if you say because the movie was rated R, and then you can do it either way. But I think the second one sometimes just kind of like flows a little better. Same joke though. Yuzu, what's up? Welcome back. Yashika, what are we doing? We're all right now, Yashika. We're all just kind of like hanging out, having fun, talking about whatever. That's about it. Nothing too crazy right now. Jonathan, when is the release date for what, Jonathan? Kowser, where are you from, friends? Kowser, I'm from the US, sir. Threshold, you're from your mother's womb. We all are, Threshold. We're all from our mother's womb. That's kind of how we all got here. Let's see. Ishika, Then did I have dinner? I don't think I might have had dinner. I don't think I did. I'm not sure though, Yoshika. I look like a sharpshooter, Oliver. Interesting. Quinn, I never said you were from his mother's womb. I said we are all from our own mother's wombs. That's about it. That's all I said. Cat explosion. You just joined the stream a while ago, and you were wondering what I do. However, you did not expect tennis lore to be this deep. I mean, we haven't really talked about tennis that much, I think, since you've been here, Cat. So at some point we might get back to it, but right now we're all just kind of like hanging out and doing whatever. Yashika, why? I don't know. I just didn't. That's about it. Xylia, Will, back again with Will Wood. Sco, what's up? Some feedback from the RFO1 with Champion's Choice. Very good on the serve and is majestic when hitting in the sweet spot consistently. Okay, it's majestic when hitting in the sweet spot consistently.
That sounds about right for all rackets, especially the RFO one, because of it having a little bit of a smaller sweet spot. What about when you hit outside of the sweet spot, Sco? How does that feel with Champion's Choice? Jonathan, you were wondering when the release day was for the coolest ceiling fan? I don't know, dude. We do not know. Kiromi, hello. How are ya? Jonathan, how's co-host Kirby? Kirby's doing good. He's right back there. He's probably gonna make an appearance soon. That's all I'm saying. How's Kirby doing? He's doing good. Xylia, I should listen to Hawaii Part 2 by Miracle Music. Okay. Hawaii Part 2 by Miracle Music. Cool. It is added to the list, Xylia. Made by, I am not colorblind. Surprising. Cat, hey, that's cool. Keep up the cool tennis stuff, I guess, even though I don't play a sport. Thanks, Cat. Hey, who knows? Maybe at some point, if you stick around long enough, maybe you'll start. I don't know. It'd be cool if you did, but you don't have to. You don't have to be. You don't have to play in order to be here. You should just say hi to Kirby. Why don't you make Kirby sit beside you? Because Kirby's in a spot. He'll make an appearance here soon. Don't worry. Let's go. Overall, though, I'd still have the Strike 97 over. The ground strokes are more controlled and is way better in defensive moments over the T5305S, waiting for it to come in next week. Very cool. Very nice. Yeah, I could see that with the Strike 97, especially with the Strike 97 being the 16 by 20, whereas the RFO one's just the 16 by 19. Makes sense that you still get the extra control. So, and how about claustrophobic tendrils? Close them. Whoa. Xylia, I have no clue what in the world that one says. Let's see. Kenny boy, am I a baseball player? Nah, I played baseball when I was younger, but I do not play baseball now. Oliver, do I like roller coasters? And if I do, what themes / music part is my favorite? I do not like roller coasters. I do not care for them at all. Not a fan. Threshold. The only thing I ever did was with tennis was make tennis ball cannons out of metal tennis ball cans. Interesting. How'd you make a cannon out of it? Let's go. RFO1, punishing outside the sweet spot. When your opponent is on the offense, you really have to swing through completely, otherwise shots will fall short. That makes sense. Mayby, what's up? Threshold, basically we would cut out the bottom of the tennis ball cans and take 3 or 4 of them and tape them together with duct tape at the bottom. Of the last one, we did not cut the bottom out. Okay. Cool, dude. You tried trading, but you lost $300 in 5 minutes. That sounds about right for trading. Made by, the reason I called you colorblind is because of the glasses. Yeah, I kind of figured, bud, but nah, I'm not colorblind. It's all good though. These are just blue light blocking glasses, so that way I can just like sleep better because I'm staring at my phone and my computer for hours when I do these streams. And I'd like to not have a headache when I wake up or go to bed. Joji, you need to get your permission slip signed, but if I don't get my permission slip, then I can play in the forfeit. I don't want to because we need the money. Working 2 hours and I need to play. Well, then you might. Well, then go get the permission slip signed, dude. Let's see. Zyla, Kirby needs to be on the mic. He'll be here soon. Don't worry. He'll be here soon. Threshold, we used a can opener to put a small triangular hole in the bottom and put a lighter fluid in it, and and then lit it. That's pretty inventive, Threshold. How's it going? How's everything going on in my love life? Bro, I am single as can be. That is it, sir. Jonathan Kirby's enjoying the view of the ceiling fan and not me. He'll be here soon, Jonathan. Don't worry. Colson, I don't know what that is, so no. Zyla, it's gonna take me 5 years to get to first place in the stream. I guess you just shouldn't have left, Zylia. Holla, those glasses are hard, man. Where'd you get those? I got these off Amazon, bro, and these are from a brand called THL Sleep, and that is where I got them from. They're about 40 or 50 bucks, and they came with a carrying case and a microfiber cloth to clean them. So, not bad. Joji, one of your cousins played with a knee injury and broke his knee back in 2015, March 2015. That's interesting. Jeez, that was a long time ago. That was almost a decade ago, Joji. Zyla Wilmore at some point. Shadow Star, hello, how are we? Threshold, we would take the tennis ball and put it in from the top and light the lighter fluid at the bottom, and it would shoot out like a mortar as a tennis ball can. Interesting. Sounds fun. Will said hi. What's up, Will? Threshold. Millennials basically have no concept of this kind of thing. Okay. Interesting. Do you think I'm a millennial or something? Or are you just saying that in general? Joji, my cousin used to play tennis. He had to really retire back in 27 because his money was everything. He was hurting. He needed the money and playing the tennis game. Ugh. It's never good when you have to play because you're with the money. Just for the money, but yeah, that sucks, Joji. Fun. What's up? All the way from you are Indian, very cool. I am American. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Fun. Acapella. Love from India, brother. Love from the US, Acapella. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oliver, you seem like a nice guy. Keep up the good work, man. Love this stream, even though you're tired as all get up. Well, thanks, Oliver. I do appreciate it. Well, if you're tired, man, go to bed. That's going to be a much better use of your time than you staying here. So, but please, go to bed. Tesra, if I can juggle, you'll subscribe. Well, then you will not be subscribing because I do not remember how to juggle. They tried to teach me when I was younger, but nah, I do not remember. Zyla said hello again. NYC, I do not know anything about that, so I couldn't tell you. Zyla, your projector eyes casting sci-fis on your... I don't know what that means. BTE, love from Pakistan. Thank you, I appreciate it. All the way out in Pakistan. That's amazing. Hauser, why do I sing? Please say the definition. Try rewording that one, Kauser. I'm not sure what you meant there. All right. Jonathan, who copied my ceiling fan message? I don't think anyone did, Jonathan. Tessera, darn, yeah. Engo, these are not prescription. These are just specifically to block out blue light, and that's it. Santosh, hello, what's up, bro? How we doing? Oliver, I'm going to bed, I guess. Good night, man. See you in the next stream. See you in the next stream, Oliver. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Tessera with a good attempt, I'll subscribe. maybe not this time. Maybe not this time, Tessera. I don't necessarily have anything good to try and juggle with, so I don't want to potentially ruin something. Noir, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Charlie, yo, this is that dude who wears glasses. Yo, Charlie, I am that dude that wears glasses. What's up? What's up? How you been? BTE, how old am I? I am 24. Just turned 24 last month. Oz, I have laser eyes. That'd be pretty cool. Engo, Stone. Noir again complimenting me for looking good. Well, thank you for translating. I appreciate it. Joji, do you actually know one of my family members because they said they live 2 hours away from Indianapolis and one works at a tennis store? Joji, if they live in South Bend, I do not. There's a good chance I do not know them. Because if they live in South Bend, they're on almost like the exact opposite side of the state from me. Santosh, you subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Jonathan, thank you for the jewels. It means a lot to me. Santos, when you donate, bro, donate what? Kowser friends can ask you personal questions. As long as they are appropriate, Kowser. Anthony Xylia, bro's the main character. I mean, I guess we're all the main characters in our own lives, and we all have to start acting like it at some point. Facts, what's up? The main character, is that a reference to Will what? I don't know. I haven't listened to enough of his stuff to know that. Santosh, what are you talking about? Donate. What are you talking about? Facts, what is my name? My name is Brody, sir, or ma'am, I don't know. Oliver, okay, now I'm going to bed. I can't stop watching this. It's so much fun. All right. Well, Oliver, even though you're going to bed, I'm sorry to tell you, Oliver, because I'm about to bring out my co-host, because this stream actually does have a co-host. Whenever I have to go do something and get up from the chair, my co-host comes in. So, Oliver, if you want to stay around for a little bit to meet the co-host and just kind of ask him any other questions, we can do that. Oz already knows. But yes, it is time. It is time for him to come out and to join the stream officially. Co-host Kirby. He's here. He's here to answer any questions the chat may have. And if not, if you have any other questions that you don't think Kirby can answer, but you think I can, I will answer them when I get back. But please drop your messages. Kirby is here, my co-host. And with that, I will be right back. Be nice to him, and he'll be nice to you. That's how Kirby works. He has a sword if you're not. Don't make him use his tiny little sword. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Co-host Kirby, thank you for being in the chair. Let's see what the comments have said. Let's see. Oliver, yes, it is Kirby. Facts, what is my profession? So facts, my profession is I work at a tennis retail store, and then I do YouTube here on the side, and that is about it, sir. That is all I do is my profession. As he reads the chat in his head, Oliver. So, Kirby, what do you do? What do you do for a living? Well, for right now, Kirby, he just kind of like hangs out back there, and then he joins these streams. He thinks he's getting some of the ad revenue, but he has not officially signed his contract yet as my co-host. I don't think he'd like that answer. But yeah, he just kind of hangs out and then just kind of does whatever he wants to. Rochelle, you feel Kirby is judging you? Nah, Kirby don't judge. He just got a soul. He just got a tiny little sword, but Kirby don't judge. Kirby, growing up, how was your relationship with the fundamentals of conscious existence? He has no answer because he does not even use conscious existence right now. So, Xylia, he's got no clue, unfortunately. Since it's a stuffed toy, don't think he goes to church. I don't think Kirby goes to church either. He just kind of like hangs out in this room. BTE, what's something you do in your free time? Kirby, what's something you do in your free time? Kirby likes to save his planet from Waddle Dees or from King DDD. That is usually what he's doing in his free time, making sure that his planet is safe. And then when he is not doing that, he's here live streaming with me. That's what else he does in his free time. Let's see. L Kirby, yep, Kirby's here. Lance, what's up? How are we doing? I don't know, why would you want a shout out? Oliver, Kirby's nice. Well, he did hit me with the pillow, so Kirby, why did you hit Oliver? He's trying to go to bed. Not cool, dude. Oliver, I'm sorry. You can go to bed now. He should not harm you anymore. Joji, I went to the doctor office in Sao Paulo, and because I got my permission slip, they tested your foot. It was okay, and they said what? And they said, okay, so what does permission slip? And boom, sounds like you're good to go then, Joji. Good luck. K-12, no. Joji, it was the best thing that ever happened to you. Nice. Facts, do I like cats? Based off your emoji, you're not going to like my answer. Because I do not like cats. I am a dog person. Dogs all the way. Cats don't really have an affinity for them at all. K-12, I did not ignore you. BT, have I ever tried caviar? No, I have never tried caviar. Xylia, triangle. Okay. Max, do you want me to send 25, 100 gift? Max, no, because, hold on.
Max, I'm good. Max, if you want to keep your money, dude. Don't be like giving it to me if you need it. I'm just here to help out as much as I can. Mr. Fulton. Hello, Broda. I had a really long day. We have sold out 400 tickets for our Singing in the Rain, the musical, today and tomorrow. Afternoon show starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mr. Fulton, that is incredible. Where are you doing Singing in the Rain at? And you sold out 400 tickets. That's awesome. Where are you guys performing? Oliver, I forgive Kirby. He didn't hit me that hard. Well, good. You're forgiven. Don't do it again. Ravenna, hello. You love the Kirby plushie. It's so cute. Well, thanks, Ravenna. Kirby appreciates the compliment. BT, you have a brown Labrador Retriever. Nice. Upstairs, there's a boxer and I think a Labradoodle that we got. So yeah, those are fun. Max, thank you for the jewels. I do appreciate it. Eliza, something about a lollipop. Interesting. Wow, Max. Yes. Wow is incorrect. JJ, I'm talking about one of my family members. He doesn't really live here. He's my cousin. He doesn't really live in South Bend. He lives like I'm not too far away from. Interesting. Yulia? Maybe? Yeah. Yulia? Hello? Max, I said you give to me the 300 diamonds anyway. What diamonds are you talking about, dude? I don't know what the diamonds are. That's why I didn't want you to send anything, because I had no idea what you were talking about. Unlawful, you look like Smooth Dreams, the streamer. Can you try to look him up? I cannot do it on my computer, but I can... Well, I cannot put it onto the stream, but I can look on my normal computer. What is it? Interesting. Oz, what a wonderful feeling. I'm happy again, singing in the rain. Ken, I don't know if I should do that. Oliver, bye now. Bye, Oliver. Go to bed. Enjoy the sleep. Nis? Who is that? I don't know who that is. Max, your hand hurts. Kirby stabbed you with his sword. You're never going to get... Kirby, why did you stab Max? That's not cool, dude. Apologize. Apologize to Max right now. Sword away. Apologize. He's sorry. He's sorry, Max. Nehu, hello. Welcome back. How are you? BT, what's my best childhood memory?
Probably. I don't know why, but one that always sticks out is I'm in like preschool, so I'm like 3 or 4. But I just remember sitting at my desk or wherever. I leaned back in my chair, put my feet up on the desk, arms back like this. I did it first, and then my 2 friends that sat next to me, they followed suit. We were all just leaning back in our chairs, thinking we looked like the coolest kids in class. And then that was about it. And then we just went about our day. That it's just a fun one that always like sticks out. That's about it. Lance, you're so kind. Max, would you call Jules and said you gifted them to me like a live stream go? I don't know, but you send gifts with them. Interesting. Oz, you said Cavalier is the diamond thing. What? They're not that expensive. Okay. Lance, shout out to you. Interesting. Max, I look like Tony Stark in a good way. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Facts. I could be a good actor. I look good. Interesting statement. I've thought about doing acting. I actually have a friend. I actually have 2 friends that moved out to Los Angeles to actually pursue acting as their career. So I haven't talked to them recently, but I always hope they're doing well. But no, I do have a few friends because we all did theater in high school together and stuff like that. Joji, man, he went to the bathroom. What's Kirby really like? I play his games. My cousin, he used to live in Indianapolis. He used to have so many game controllers. He was the Nintendo 64. Interesting. Air, you need help and you have a question. As long as it is appropriate, I can try and help out. There's some things that are out of my wheelhouse, but I can try, bruh. Zyla, stop eating food, photosynthesize. Interesting. Rich, greetings from Wisconsin. What's up, Wisconsin? Greetings from Indiana. How are you? Zyla, there's one person, then it's spiked up to 4. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. Maxie, Kirby did it again. Kirby, you can't be stabbing people. Okay, Kirby's going into timeout. I know most people enjoy having Kirby here, but he's stabbing Max. We cannot have him doing that, so he's going back to his home. So everyone who likes Kirby, say goodbye to him. He's going to be leaving, so that way he cannot stab Max. So say goodbye. He'll be over there. All right, he's leaving. Can't be stabbing people. That's not cool, Kirby. All right, Max. Hopefully that fixed everything. Aaron, what's up? Oliver, you can't sleep, but you're still tired. Oliver, one thing that might help, I'm sorry to say it, but it's just like shut your phone off or whatever you're watching this on. It might help a little bit. Gotcha. Hello. I'm so sorry. I'm probably gonna pronounce this name so wrong, but Zavia, hello, how are you? Please tell me how to say it right in the comments so that way I don't sound rude. Aaron, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. How are you? You killing Titans? Did you already take care of all of them? Oz, what plays did I do in theater in high school? So I did most of them were musicals, just because that's what my school did. But I did Aladdin Junior, so like the kids version of Aladdin, Mary Poppins. Then we did what was the next show after that? Then we did The Lion King Junior.
Then it was White Christmas, and then West Side Story, and then after that we did. Going into my junior year, we did The Jungle Book. Then we did A Murder Mystery, High School Musical, and then my senior year we did Willy Wonka and Elf. And then my senior year we were supposed to do Newsies as our final show, but it got cut because my senior year was 2020 and the world shut down. So I did not get to perform my senior show, and they closed us on opening night. So like that night we were supposed to perform, but they said we couldn't that day at school, and we were all just like man, that's awful. But yeah, those were all the plays and musicals that I did in high school. Sleeping, no clue. Joji, man, do you know how to talk to people when they don't feel like it? What does that even mean, Joji? L, goodbye, Kirby. Oz, bye, Kirby. And don't stab Max. Yeah, don't stab Max. Xyla, Kirby did nothing. Bring Kirby back. No, don't leave. Not Kirby. Max, quit being stabbed. Bring him back. Nio? Or Nyoho? Nyoho? What's my favorite season? My favorite season was winter. Actually, is winter. Like, I like snow. I like the cold. I don't like driving in ice, and I don't like driving in snow. But I like how it looks. I like being cold more than I like being extremely hot. But that's about it. Max, the shame for the scar on his face. Deception, disgrace, Kirby. Interesting. Aaron, do I listen to rap? Sometimes. Xyla musical, do you mean miracle music? No. Oz, who was I in Wonka? I was actually Willy Wonka himself. That's who I was. Xylia, turn on the fan. No. I do not need the fan on right now. Max Evil is waiting for the score on his face. Deception, disgrace, Lion King, Kirby stabbed you repeatedly. Aaron, do I like rappers from other countries? I mean, I would assume, but I don't know. I have not seen or listened to too many rappers outside the U.S. just because I only know how to speak English. Xylia, bring back Kirby. He'll come back in the next stream. Oliver, Kirby's looking at you. Kirby's not looking at anyone. Joji, nighttime for you. It's you want the doctor's offices up 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm on the same time as you. Interesting. Facts. What is my favorite food? I do not have a favorite food, Facts. I don't like food much in general. Let's see. Oz, were you Mike TV? You can imagine that. No, I was not Mike. But yes, I was Wonka. Aaron, do you watch anime, and who is your favorite anime character? I do watch anime sometimes. My favorite anime character? I don't know if I have one above all the rest. They're all pretty cool and everything. But I don't think I don't think I have it. I don't think I have anyone that stands out above all of them, Aaron. Oz, wow, you were Willy Wonka. Did you have a hat and a stick? Yes. I did have a hat. I did have a stick. And the thing with my stick was that it was a clear stick that my director filled with candy. So that way it would look like it was actually like because she wanted it to look like it was candy and everything. So she had that, and then we had one pink ball on the top of it that we kind of like glued onto the top of the stick, but it kept coming off when I would like move my stick, or I was just holding it and I would walk with it. But the stick was like as almost as tall as me. So it was not like a walking cane like Gene Wilder has in the movie. It was a very, very tall stick filled with candy. Xylep, I can see it, bros. Wonka. Yeah, that's what it was. Zashian, how am I doing, bud? I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? So, won't believe you were Wonka till we see a front somersault. Uh, I actually did not have to do that in our production. They had me hiding behind the giant gate for Wonka instead of actually doing the front somersault when I first appeared. So I did not have to do that. I do have.
Ooh, where is it? I might still have the W we used for Wonka's initial. I know I took that from the set. I might have it somewhere. Let me go check real quick. I'll be right back. But it won't take me that long. I'll just do a quick look. Yeah. So this was the Wonka W we used anytime we had to show that Wonka we were in like the chocolate factory or anything. This was the W we used, and so I took it as like a keepsake from when we did it. Let's see. Xylia. Anyways, I'm not coming back to the stream until Kirby comes back. Bye bye. Well, Xylia, unfortunately, Kirby's probably not coming back for the night. So, thank you for being here while you were here. Elvis, everything becomes blue after you take off those glasses. Little, what's up, man? Hello from Brazil. What's up, Elvis? How are we doing? Thank you for being here all the way out in Brazil. I appreciate it. Max, you can see him. He's floating in the background. He's back. He's driving me. Stabbing me. No, Kirby. Stop it. Not cool, Kirby. Max the paint. Cotton, you were Mufasa in a musical during junior high, but I did not sing, just dancing and lip syncing. Nah, dude. When we did The Lion King, I was Zazu, so I was the bird. I had fun with it. My brother was Mufasa. We were just having a great time with it. There was one song, I think it was I Just Can't Wait to Be King. When we did that, some of the some of the cast members, because since it was our summer show, we had kids from the local community come do it as well as us high schoolers do it. So there was just myself during I Just Can't Wait to Be King. There was myself as Zazu, and then behind me, there was just a legion of birdlings. Like just random different birds you would see in the safari and the savannah. And so when we were practicing, I was just like, "What's up, legion of birdlings?" They all just loved that. They started dying laughing. They're like, "That's amazing." And I was like, "Yes, it is." And we all just had a great time. Mitchell, hey, what's the difference between snowman and snow woman? Aha. Snowballs, Mitchell. I think that's the answer you're looking for. Oz, the rowers keep on rowing? What do you mean? Cotton, when did I do the musical? I did the musicals in high school, and then I did a few outside of high school. Outside of high school, I did Heathers. That one was really fun. I just finished doing Little Shop of Horrors. That one was really fun. We performed that in August, and we've been working on it like over the summer. And then I have the potential to do another musical here starting in January, but I have not decided if I want to do it yet. So I might be in another one. We'll see. We'll see though. There's potential that I'll do it. Hello from Belarus. What's up, Belarus? I'm sorry I don't know how to pronounce your name, but that's awesome you're here. I appreciate it. Aaron, I should see. I tried watching Attack on Titan a little bit, but for me, it was just too much gore, and I didn't care for it, so I was not for it. I didn't like it. Trey, hi from Turkey. Have I ever been? What's up? How we doing, Trey? All the way from Turkey. Have I ever been to Istanbul before? I have not been to Istanbul. It seems like it'd be a cool place from what I've heard, but I've never been there. Fax, you subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Fax. I appreciate it. Oz, wow, the W is wonka. Cool. Yeah. No, Carmel. That's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear about that. Are you doing okay? APR, hello, sir, from India. Hello. Violet, do I play tennis? Yes, Violet, I do play tennis. It's kind of the whole point for my channel here. It's kind of my own little shtick. Do you play tennis? Chicken strips, hello. Zyla, bro, is the bird caller. Interesting. Oz, you're turning violet. Violet. Oz, I don't think she got the joke. Let's see. Chicken strips. OMG, I love Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, I just finished. We just finished production of it and everything in August. So I really enjoyed being in it. Like I didn't really listen to the songs much before. Like I had heard them, but actually doing the show, it was a lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be. Oliver, you're still not sleeping. I'm way too fun to watch. Well, thanks, Oliver. Oz, was I Audrey 2 in Little Shop? No, I was not Audrey 2. I was an ensemble character because we only had the main characters, and then we had two ensemble members. I was one of them, and one of my other friends was the other. So I was the voice at the very beginning that starts the show. So when the first song plays, the voice that starts the show and goes what's the opening like? Oh, it goes on the 21st day of the month of September. I was that voice in the beginning, which after listening to that, I found out that Little Shop also starts on the 21st night of September, which I thought was hilarious. If you ever heard the song September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. But I was that voice. I was one of the bums or one of the winos. I was Skip Snip. So I had my own little solo part in the Meek Shall Inherit. And then I was Patrick Martin at the end to like end out the scene. So those were my characters in the show itself. Santosh, you're back. Welcome back. IAB. Hi, where am I from? I'm from the U.S., man. Nice specs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Jeff Goldblum in the house. Interesting. Okay. Santosh, what are you talking about? IAB. Neither. I don't watch soccer or football, so I cannot say either one. Violet, you don't play tennis, but you've thought about joining to learn. If you want to, no one's gonna force you. I think it's fun, but if you would like to, I'm sure you'd have at least a little bit of fun. And if not, you don't have to keep going. It's up to you, though. Joji, so that must be in the the early 2010s, maybe. Violet, it's from Charlie Chocolate Factory. Okay, she did get it. Okay, the way your emoji was when you said no, I'm not. The way your emoji was, I didn't know if you got the joke or not. So I'm glad you did, Violet. Zyla, anyways, it's time for me to leave, so I'm gonna make. So you're going to head out. You have fun doing whatever you do. See you, Zylia. Annabella, hello. Son, be a dentist. You'll be a success. See, I wanted to be the dentist, and I think I was close in terms of getting it, but my singing ability was just outmatched by the guy that did get it, and he did a great job with it. But yeah, the dentist is fun. You're not on the stage for long at all, but it seems like a fun role. Annabella, you ate and came back. Nice. Santosh, what are you talking about? Oliver, when will the next stream be? Because you're leaving now. You're finally gonna sleep. I know it's insane. Bye. See you hopefully. Zakan, stop spamming. Timeout. Oliver, I will be back streaming again tomorrow around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is usually when I start all of the streams, just because that seems to work out the best for me. So that is usually when to expect me, sir. The death of Max was tragic. I can't believe Kirby would kill. That's crazy. Joji, man, you're just like my dad. He doesn't like driving in the snow and the ice. Well, yeah, I don't think anyone does, bro. Santosh broke to me because my girlfriend broke up for I have 0 Robux. No, dude. Robux? Really? Joji, did I like playing Willy Wonka? Does your high school play you had Charlie and Willy? Yeah, I had a great time playing Willy Wonka when I was Willy Wonka. I thought it was a great time. I had fun. I also really liked my costume that I got, so I had a great time. I wish I could have took the jacket that they bought for me, but my school bought it for me, and so they keep it in the costume room, and they have used it since. And I was like, okay, fine, but I do still consider that my jacket because they bought the jacket specifically for me as Willy Wonka. Bob, what's up? How we doing? Zylia, one last thing before I leave. You need to listen to what? Bye, Zylia. All right. Cool. I'm doing good, man. We're all just hanging out, having a grand old time, talking about whatever. Just making the most of it. Mateo, I don't think that's how that works. Bob, yeah. Yeah, we just all kind of like hang out, have fun, talk about whatever. All right. Cool. Oh, I'm sorry.
Did not realize that came up. But cool. So,
we just crossed.
okay, we just crossed the 3 hour mark. Cool. Well, with that being said, everybody,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna end the stream here within the next 2 minutes. I'm probably gonna end the stream here in the next 2 minutes, just because it is almost 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I have to work in the morning. So we've been here for nearly 3 hours, and yeah. So if you have any final questions, please, by all means, ask away now, or forever hold your typing until the next live stream. But I'll get through the bottom of the chat, and we'll go from there. Justin, Bruce Townsend, an athlete, an actor, and social media icon. I don't know about social media icon yet, Justin, but we might get there one day. Oh, and Justin, you'll be happy to know the bed is majorly made if you can see it somewhat in there or in the frame. I know that is one of your big things, Justin. Mateos, you don't shave your stomach? No. Do you? Joji, do I live in Evansville? I do not live in Evansville, no. That's also on the other side of the state from me. Max, go back up and read what I said. What did you say? The death of Max was tragic. You can't believe Kirby would kill. Max, how are you still typing that? Bob, good night, sir. Hope you have a good night. I hope you do as well, Bob. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Oz, bye, really. Thanks for chatting. You're a nice guy. Thanks, Oz. I appreciate it. Hopefully you'll come back to another stream, man. Miss Tiara, see you soon. Justin, an icon in our eyes. Well, thanks, Justin. I appreciate it. Joban, I'm so sorry. I don't know what language that is, so I cannot say anything. Justin, it's almost there. Progress, not perfection. I guess, man. Loop, what's up? I'm doing good. We're about to head out for the night though. But yeah. That's about it. We've been here for a little over 3 hours, and we're about to head to bed so that way I can go to work bright and early tomorrow. Teo, not trolling, genuine questions here. Seems like it. Nicholas, can I shout out your mom, Phyllis? Why? With nice glasses, thanks. I appreciate it. Rohit, that's Russian he was speaking. Oh, well, thanks, Rohit. Rohit, if you're able to, what does it say? Because I do not know. Hopefully something nice. Rishav, how about your studies? I don't study, Rishav. I am out of school. So I don't do studying in the traditional sense, I would say. Justin, bye, bro. Take care. See you, Justin. Clips, what's up? How are we doing? What do you think about the state of Europe right now? I don't know. I don't know anything about Europe. I don't live there. Oliver, you think you're the worst sleeper ever? That's crazy, bro. Bro, you don't know either, unfortunately. Well, thank you for at least telling me it was Russian, Rohit. I do appreciate that, just so that way I have somewhat of an idea. All right, Zylia, you scrolled back on YouTube immediately. You're back here. That's crazy. All right, everyone. That's all from me for tonight. My goal is to do this for at least half an hour each night. We went 3 hours this time. So, with that being said, the stream's probably gonna be ending here. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it, as well as just taking the time to be here. It means a lot to me. And with that, Diego, yes, it's been 3 hours. So thank you for showing up, but I'm about to go, man. Sorry. Sorry you're just showing up now. But good night all, or good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. Yes, Oliver, you can finally sleep. But with all of that being said, thank you all so much. And as always, take care.